Having a creative mind and a vivid imagination is a real plus in life, especially when it comes to developing and discovering new things. Our own personal growth is dependent on our ability to cut free from past conditioning. Pushing our boundaries is always a little uncomfortable and can also prove to be very frustrating, as we don't always get the answers we want as fast as we would like them. But remember, persistence is the fuel of achievement. Husto found that when he was in the middle of a stress situation and under severe attack, that he was unable to pull his hands away from his head. What he did find though, was that he was still able to retaliate to great effects while still covering. This was to be the beginning of the massive study and investigation into what is known today as the pensa codo in the KFM. Pensa codo has many incredible developments, all of which we will study and develop as we travel through the Urban X programme. The simple direct pensa codo that we're showing today is the first and probably the simplest of all the pensa codo developments, but nevertheless still incredibly effective. Pensa odia, or thinking man direct knee, is another one of those weapons that we all know. But again, our challenge is to develop the knee and then start extracting better application possibilities from a weapon that has a great deal of unexplored potentials. In this first sequence, we show the predator with the pensa puños. We can see the different elements of instigation and provocation at work within this exercise. And as we are now arriving very close to the end of the white grade, we should have a little more understanding of basic striking, entering, trapping, takedowns and being taken down, and how to get back to our feet again with a moderate degree of ability. And if we are able to do that, then we are all doing fine and the life is good. In this second sequence we show the predator with the pensa codo. This is to show how easily everything fits together once we have absorbed the relevant work of study. We can emphasise on just one thing if we desire in order to catch a better level of ability, or we can mix the areas and the weapons, which will dramatically improve our connection skills. All in all, the predator exercise is the best way to develop our physical attributes. We need to develop our basic weapons to great effect, because if not, how would we really stop a potential attack? Martial art fantasy is one thing. The reality of the big bad world is not quite so pretty, and we all know this. So we must really focus on the predator exercise and develop our basic weapons until they really are raw and ballistic. Then we have some real ammunition at our disposal. We will all soon be ready for the next level of the predator exercise. In the yellow grade we lift the level of intensity a little. This stops us getting comfortable and using that horrible phrase that we hear so many times, got that, what's next? If we ever utter these words, then we need to be very careful, as our brain is not in a healthy learning mode. You see, the problem is that when we think we've got something, we actually stop learning, which is completely detrimental to our personal learning process. The got this what's next attitude is our downfall should we fall victim to this kind of thinking. By training the Pensacodo in the two-man predator exercise, we'll give real value to the effectiveness of this direct elbow. We are still able to protect ourselves whilst at the same time delivering a simple yet ballistic weapon. This is why the Pensador is a revolution in attack. We can see here how Ambassador Greg now connects three of the vast array of developments that the Pensador spawns. He receives an attack with the Pensador, then he attacks with the Pensacodo and immediately follows with the Pensattack. The totally amazing part about the Pensador is that it gives so much if we understand how to use it. And let's not forget that the Pensador is not a new invention or a technique that has been invented by KFM. No, it's a pure and direct cultivation of human instinct. The knee has many interesting applications in combat, but here we are still developing the basic knee. There is an incredible amount of information for us to get through before we arrive to the black grade, and we will be developing lots of incredible things that we have evolved with the KFM over the years. And these developments are the reason why the KFM Urban X program is so unique. The shadow is a solitary world, a place where we are completely alone in the vastness of our minds, where the mind and the body fight against a million possibilities. And with only ourselves to guide ourselves through the matrix of our thoughts, our intentions need to be very clear right from the beginning. Visualisation is the base of our physical development. Everything will depend on our capacity to analyse and question the fight in our mind, the consequence of which will be our physical expression of how we fight with our mind in the shadow.